Hi, it's Paula from Paula Quilting. Welcome back to my channel. Hello everyone, welcome back. My quilting group, Southampton Quilters, is having a 40th year anniversary this year since it has been created. And as a group we have been asked to make some blocks with color red to celebrate that anniversary and to create a group quilt. So today I will be working with some larger sizes of the fabric to show you how I kind of interpreted that request. So I'm working with fat quarters today. Two of the pieces were actual fat quarters, but the bright fabric I have cut out from my yardage. Even the fat quarters were a little bit of different sizes, so before I started making my blocks I kind of cut all of those fabrics through to roughly cut it into the biggest square available, just a rough shape at the beginning. Next step is to cut through the two layers and then changing angle each time a little bit. You can cut as many times as you like. Make sure that at the bottom you have at least 3/4 inch between each cut. Just so you have enough space to sew it back together. I cut 5 times. So here I'm swapping every second slice the order of the fabric to now stitch it all together. Usually when stitching with an angle cuts you need to match fabric to stitch, so it kind of is sticking out by the width of the seam, so it's not straight stitching. This will allow for the fabric to be even on the edge when open. On this occasion, however, this is not that important because I will be squaring those blocks up, so I am more focused here to make sure I am not stretching fabric when I'm sewing it, because some of it is cut on bias. Now, if you are interested in how to do it properly when you have kind of cut on angles, I've got some other tutorials when I'm explaining it in more detail, and I will link them in the description below. As you can see, I have been chain piecing here to save time, but then it's what you feel comfortable with. If that's not something where you are yet with chain piecing, just stitch one at a time. When ironing the block, it helps to use some starch. I always use space starch. It just make it easier to work with it, and the direction of the seams is irrelevant here. If you always like to iron to the dark, by all means do that. If the fabric, for me, if the fabric takes me elsewhere, I will do it as well. So just iron again as you feel comfortable here. The directions of the seam is not important. So now I layered my fat quarters, the remaining two, and the parts which they've been sewn together, and I started cutting in the same ways as in the first step. So you have a fat quarter, what we've sewn, fat quarter, what we've sewn. After first 2 cuts I realized that I could have saved some strips from the top, so I evened that edge roughly and then carried on with cutting. Then again swap slices, so for every already striped slice you want to place plain fabric in between, the same color of the fabric. So take bottom 2 slices and swap, and take 2 top slices and swap, and just place them back in the same order. Again, time to stitch it all together. Now I am stitching 4 blocks at the time, and I'm again using the chain piecing technique, but it can be a little bit of tricky and confusing here. So again, if you're not yet comfortable with kind of having a lot of fabric going through at the same time, just stitch 1 block at a time. So before we carry on with the project, let's just round up where you can find me and how you can support my work. First of all, please subscribe to my channel and watch videos as I'm posting them without skipping the adverts, please. Please comment against the videos because that helps to push them out to wider audience, and don't forget to share with your quilting friends. Join my network either on Facebook or Instagram. All the links how and where are in the description below. Where you see my posts either on Facebook or Instagram, please like, share and comment on them. If you like to add something extra, I've got now membership available through the YouTube. You can also use a super thanks on YouTube or buy me a virtual tea, coffee or lunch using a form on my website. You can also support me by subscribing to my newsletter via my website. That will help me to notify you when I publish new videos or blog posts, or maybe there are some items available to purchase on my website. However you decide to support this channel, thank you very much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the content. And after all has been stitched, there will be another ironing session, and here definitely before I square up my blocks I will use starch to keep it all nicely flat and rigid, ready for cutting. As you can see, 2 blocks came out a little bit smaller than other 2, so I decided to square them up to 2 different sizes, but the sizes which still will fit together when I lay out my blocks. So first I straighten the side and the bottom of the blocks, always checking if I catch all the layers because they are not even, so just have a look. Then I decided on the width of the blocks, again checking if I went through all of the layers. And then I had to adjust here because I didn't. So just again check all the layers if they are nice and straight. And then lastly, 2 of them I was able to cut as a squares, which are 14 inches, and the other 2 I made them into rectangles, which were 13 by 14 inches. So again, they will all go together nice in rows or columns because at least one of the sides is the same. With those nice large sizes I can make lots of striking layouts, I would think. So So those are my kind of examples. I think this design looks really great when only using 2 shades of fabrics. It just made it look really modern. Thank you very much to all Facebook group members who took part in trying to name this blog. I picked Searchlights. I think it's pretty and fitting name for the blog. So thank you very much for all who contributed to that. I hope you liked this tutorial. Please let me know in the comments below what you think, and if you think you will try this blog. I would really love to see actually scrappy version using different colors. If someone would like to try that version, please share with me how it kind of came out, either on Facebook or Instagram. Please tag me in. If you are not on social media, always happy to look at the emails, so please email me your final product, and let me know in the email if you are okay for me to share it on your behalf, so everyone else could also benefit with some inspiration and ideas. Thank you very much for watching me today, and see you next time.